Okay, so in today's class, we will be discussing 20.3, and 20.3 is basically regarding pop-up boxes. You might have seen that, for example, whenever there is an error, it comes like an alert into your computer so that it displays you that text or information. So if you can see right here, this is an example of a pop-up box, this figure 20.1, that is a pop-up box. So pop-up box can be used to display text or information, or they can also be used to display the errors as well. Like like they do not need to, they do not write text to the web pages. It appears an extra box on the top of the page, like an example of an alert box to show you an example of an error. Like for example, if there is any an important information and you want to confirm to that if it is an if it is yes, if it is no, so you can make use of these pop-up boxes. So there are three types of pop-up boxes. The first pop-up box we are going to discuss is an alert. The second pop-up box we are going to discuss is confirm. And the third pop-up box we are going to use is an prompt. This is an example of a pop-up box. So first of all, when I'm going to give you an example of an alert, so you have might already have seen an alert box. Alert box basically displays text in a box over the top of the web page that usually it is used to alert the user onto something that, for example, hello world, like you can create an alert like this. The first example is alert. The second example of the pop-up box is a confirm. Like for example, if you are proceeding towards any program, or if you are proceeding towards any function, and even before going onto that, you want to confirm that even if you want to either proceed or if you do not want to proceed. So you might have seen a small box stating that if you want to confirm to that option or not. So a confirm box can be used that has two options, like either okay or either cancel. For example, the confirm box will display okay to proceed, and you can even write any other than that. Similarly, I have the third example as well, and the third example is known as for the prompt. So prompt is basically like, for example, if I am asking you something, for example, can you tell me what is your name? This is an example of a prompt. For example, I can say that, can you tell me what is your age? This is an example of a prompt. So, for example, whenever you are asking questions, when you have multiple forms of questions, so here you use the prompt. Prompt box also creates an example of a pop-up box, and it is used to enter some text, and it gives the option. But so it's like that, if you select that okay, so that means that the text can be input into that. So these are three areas of your 20.3 pop-up box, and now we are going to proceed to the practical part. Do you have any queries still here?
No, no, sir. No.
Okay, so let's move on to the practical part. And right in today's class, we are going to create these three types of boxes, these three types of pop-up examples. Okay, so for the first example, let's again create another file. I'm going on to click on file. I'm going to click on new. And the first example that we are going right here is we are going to understand that how can we create an alert. So for creating an alert, some of the things are quite simple. That it has to be an HTML. The body has to be closed is an HTML. 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 You need to work on the body, and the next thing is that you need to create the script, and here the script ends. And now here, the first area that we are going to discuss is I'm going to type here alert. And for writing this alert, what I need to do is between those scripts, I can type right here that this is an example of an alert, and whatever the message is going to be placed here, right? Like this is an alert. So this goes here, this closes here, this is an alert. and this. So let's check this one. I'm going to save as this is document. This is going to be my alert.html, and let's test this. Okay, so I basically opened the file right here, and you can see that this is giving me an example like this is says that the page says this is an alert, and you have the option like either you want to continue with that or not. For example, if I'm pressing OK, so you see I loaded that page, and this is giving you an alert. So let me get back to the code. Now, let's take one of the another example, and let's see that if instead of that I type this window dot alert hello world to check that if it's working or not. I'm going to save it, and now if I'm going to open it, okay, so you can see the results right here, that this is giving you this that the page says that hello world. So this is quite simple. So let me get back to the notepad editor. This is right here. So you basically have two examples. The first one you can either write by alert as well, and the second one you can even enter it as window.alert. This is an example of your alert. Now let's move on to the second category, that is a confirm. And okay, so let's create another file. I'm going to name it as my confirm.html. So again, I'm going to start it like HTML, HTML close, body, body close. And now if I want to have this confirm box, first of all, I need to add the script. The script ends right here. And I can write this confirm. Please click on OK to proceed, and say this is going to be a statement or a sentence. So this has to be in inverted commas, and anything that is in inverted commas, that means that it is going to be the message. So this is it. This is also saved. Let me check that if it is working or not. I think there is an error, and let me correct that. Okay, so for confirmation, I think that I basically forgot to add one option here. Just a moment. I think I have added accidentally here the comma, and this is supposed to be this function. So let me check this if it's working or not now. Okay, now it's working. The error I did is that I accidentally added here this semicolon, I do not need to add that. At the end, I need to add this one. So as far as the results are concerned, let me show to you right here. This is the results, and when I am loading this file, you can say that the page says that please click on OK to proceed, and you can click on OK. So this is your confirm box. So you can even write that you can click on the confirm button or things like this. This can be used whenever you are working with your confirm box. Now, just after the confirm one, I have yet another example for the prompts as well. So let's also check those as well. This is going to be considered as prompts.html, and I'm going to make it as an HTML, again an HTML, and body close, and then I'm going to write here the script. I'm also going to close the script as well right here. And if this is a prompt, so I'm going to enter it as prompt. What is your name? So let me check the results for this. Okay, so here the results are, as you can see right here, that if I am loading the screen, you can see that it is giving you this prompt right here. So you can basically enter whatever your name here and you can save that. This is certainly an example of the prompt. So we have discussed this and we have implemented that as well. Do you have any queries still here?
No, so everything's fine.
Okay, now I am going to take this one step ahead. Now, in the confirm part that is right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write now uh, I, I'm going to give here a name. Uh, I'm going to give here another variable. What are variables? Variables are used to store the values. These are the values returned and that is stored into this variable. For assigning a variable, I use the word var. So this is going to be a variable. The variable is going to be an answer. And I'm going to give the answer confirm okay to proceed to check that what happens with this. Okay, so now you can see the results that are right here is that if I assign a new variable and the name of the functions are same, sorry, not the function, the word that we are using, that is confirmed. If it is same, you can see that if I enter it, it gives you the first box. That means that please click OK to proceed. And just after that, it has given you another statement that OK to proceed. So that means that I have used that text into that button. So this is it for this part. That you can even enter the variables as well and you can work with that. Similarly, if I just go on to my prompts and I gave here variable answer and I gave here prompts and I give it that what day is it. And you know it that if it is a statement, this has to be in inverted commas. So let me save that. And let's check the results for the prompts. The results are right here. What is your name? No is my name. And if I click on OK, you can see that If I click on that button is attached with another question that says that what day is it? Monday. So this is it for this part. The code is right here. I'm also going to send you the codes as well. So it is a follow-up code. Yes, it is. And the follow-up is that button. And that name of the button is your answer. That means that this should give you in return after that. Sir, but cannot we use the same code? The code is going to be same. Yes, it's going to be same. You don't have to use a different code. I mean, there can be different ways to complete one object, but right here I'm teaching you pop-up boxes and there are three categories of that. You can do that with similar way, but that is not included in your syllabus. I am teaching you the most easiest method, and that is for creating an alert. You just need to write a script. You can either write windows.alert or you can either write alert and hello world like this. You can do this. This is the easiest way. For confirm, you can even write prompt, and if you want to attach that, you can write the answer. For your confirmation part, you can click on confirm, and if you want to attach an answer into that, you can use the variable. Any confusion still here? Now, there is one another section that we need to discuss, and that is regarding your console log. So certainly, what is your console log? Some browsers allow you to view it in the console mode. Console mode is where you can make your web pages record events, write messages that do not actually appear on the web page, but it appears in a log. It is used for programmers and it is used for debugging. Debugging is basically a method where you are trying to understand the code for your specific purpose. For example, if you are writing a selection statement, if a statement is to be known as a selection statement, in programming, we are going to learn that and you want to check that if the JavaScript has gone into the statement or not. So you can basically output a unique message to the log to confirm that if the script has running or not in the if statement. Like if that message does not appear, then you know like where to start for the errors. And for viewing the console mode, you need to open up your browser and you need to press on F12. So console mode is basically this is I have pressed F12 key on my keyboard and you can see that my console mode is open, and right here I can see the code of this web page. Like I can debug with that. I can see that APIs are connected. I can see that gstatics is connected, so I can work with it. This is basically your console mode. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to discuss is that is basically an assignment as well. And so can we see the programming for a web page through a console log? In most of the websites, the basics of the programming you can see through that, such as an HTML and the CSS. But in some of the websites, they are hidden as well. Like in websites, there are data that is being imported from other server. So most probably the website which has the data available on its front, you can see that. But some websites have being imported from other servers. So you can actually see the link, but you cannot access that. So I can say that yes, you can definitely see the programming language of a website as well, but it's supposing to be the basic language, like only the HTML, CSS, not the advanced version of that. That how the each and every APIs are being connected or how they are working together. Okay, so here is one of a short assignment for you as well. I have sent it to you on WhatsApp. So you need to complete this. And for completing this, you can even take the help of your book as well. And as a homework, you need to show me the results of to that. That's this works with this and this works with this. So this 20.3 example is I'm giving in a homework, and I hope that you are going to experiment with this, and you are going to tell me that you are ins and out for this.